we left our heroes. They were fighting apparitions in this unusual area underneath a tree. That really shouldn't be possible. There's some sort of entity, seemingly malevolent, at the center of this, and you have defeated the apparitions. And then he laughed at you, or it laughed at you. Something laughed at you. And you are here. There is a raging inferno below you. And off the sides of this thing, this platform that you're on.
We just lost Cameron,
Shit.
but that's okay. Jay just said he's coming back. He's coming on when it's fixed.
Okay.
I mean, basically, yeah.
Best we can
He's
do.
coming. Yeah, he's coming on when it's fixed.
Best we can do. All right. So when you look off this platform to any side, it just kind of goes off into endless darkness.
Did we engage in combat yet? I feel like that's the last thing I remember.
Yes, yes. That's what I just said. You kind of engage these apparition, these kind of spirit looking things, and you had dealt with all of them.
Okay.
And like I said, there was this entity, he's kind of like taunting you, laughing at you. But now you're in this place. It's very hot. And like I described, I don't know how what you heard before you fell out, but obviously you can see what you're seeing is what is happening. You're on this kind of platform. Uh, there's holes in it. There's clearly some kind of inferno down below. There's
Right.
4 like towers, and then there's kind of this like energy in the center that sometimes looks like a face when it kind of taunts you and laughs.
Can we attack it?
You haven't tried.
Solus is going to try to attack it.
Okay. So you move to where the face, the entity was, and currently there's nothing there in the air where you thought you saw something before. There is kind of a glowing symbol on the ground.
What do you guys think we do?
Is it hot down here?
It is hot. Yeah. There's the constant crackle of the inferno below, but you can't really tell how far below.
I'm just moving in to get a closer look at that thing, at the design. Is it made of stone or like does it seem to be clear like glass or
So the platform is made of stone, and there's kind of cracks within the stone where you can see through. So that's how you can see through. Obviously, there's the bigger rifts like this one right there
Mhm.
next to Thwar, which is just a hole, right, that you could fall through. So in the center, it's like even though they're not all connected necessarily, there's kind of an indent, and then there's it seems like an extra glow or shimmer emanating from kind of the indents.
Hmm. Would this be classified under mysticism? If I were to do a check about that?
It's certainly mystical. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But I guess it would depend on what you were trying to figure out specifically.
Like maybe do I recognize this symbol from my time studying at the monastery, like knowledge of religions or anything like that?
I'll let you make a mysticism check. Sure. You don't really recognize this. It seems, I mean, most certainly mystical, but in your studies and in your travels, no, nothing like this.
Did we ever look up? Is there something above us in this cabin?
When you look up, far above you, again, it's hard to see how far. You can kind of see what look like the roots of a tree.
Did that face I saw in the energy, did it ever talk to us, like, directly?
It did.
Okay. I yell out, reveal yourself. What are you?
There's a pause. And then you hear, but you don't see. You're kind of standing right where the face would have been. You hear, what would you have me be?
What would you have me? I don't know.
A llama.
A llama?
What do you want to be?
Hmm.
Are you the only one? Are you the one that's making this island sink? Are you causing the storms?
Do you want the truth?
This is turning into a really bad game from whose line is it anyway?
Yeah, what's the truth?
I I am this island. Or the island. Me.
Okay, if you are the island, why is it sinking into the ground? Why are you sinking into the ground?
Not sinking.
You're cutting out.
Not sinking. Having a rebirth.
What does that mean?
What would you like it to mean?
What do you want?
I don't know. What would the Empire want with this island? To claim it?
Its resources.
Okay. So make it so
Is this a conversation that that your characters are having?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it so that the island is no longer shrouded in complete chaos all the time, and stop the natural disasters happening to the people. That seems like a pretty good what would I want from you.
Possible. Impossible.
Why is it impossible?
Because when I'm reborn, this island will be gone.
Are you a volcano? Are you going to erupt and completely destroy the island? Mount St. Helens moment.
I am not a volcano. The volcano is a feature that grew over uncountless years. Blemish.
What will you do when you're reborn?
Anything.
It's pretty vague. Okay. When are you going to be reborn?
You, despite my growing strength, have resisted my will. It will not be such for long. As offering to you for your valiant resistance. You are not meant to be sacrifices like the others. You would be the first to take my word. Spread it to the world.
So you want us to tell the world about your rebirth, is that right?
In a sense, you could be my vehicle.
I don't know, guys. This is pretty weird.
Do I get the sense, like, does this feel like, someone hiding in a back room behind a curtain,
We're just
using a
completely being
projector?
trolled.
Yeah. Could I, like, I don't know, a deception check or something like that? Just get a sense if I feel like this is genuine.
Sure. Sure. Roll a deception check. It's hard to tell. It's it's really it's really weird. The voice, because you're well versed in this type of thing, you think that you're not hearing it.
It's like speaking into our minds or something.
Kind of, yeah, yeah. I feel like Thawar would be the one. If anybody would be able to kind of suss that out, it would probably be Thawar because he's had the the telepathic things going on for a while now. So he kind of has a little bit more knowledge or experience when it comes to those sorts of things. And so, yeah, it's difficult to say. Now, there's a possibility if there is somebody behind a curtain, as you say, that they're close, which means that you could try and use your circlet, but would that be a wise thing? That's up to you to decide. Though I don't know if you have to physically know where the target is. I'm not sure. We'd have to look. And of course,
It just
all of
says
my books are in the other room because this whole place is empty.
creature in 90 feet.
I don't know. Do you think it's
just-
worth it?
Well, do you wish to know more about this? We could just leave, correct? What do we have to gain?
We could. Although I just have the feeling that this is the kind of place where once we leave, we might not have access to again.
Also, how do you leave?
How did we? I mean, we came in through a tree stump, didn't we? Just
You did.
walk in.
You just walked in.
Is it
And then
gone now?
And then you were on this platform and there's no walls or no ceiling except for way up there there's some like tree roots like way up there. And again, there's a kind of a weird inferno blazing below your feet that you can see through the cracks in the in the stone. So this whole place is like I said, it is mystical. It is unnerving. It's weird. There's you can constantly hear the roar of the flames below you. It's like this constant like crackle roar, like rumble just below you. So whatever's going on here is unusual.
Okay. So,
I would actually wager to say that who's here? I would wager to say that out of everybody here, the only person that's probably like really become accustomed to crazy shit like this is maybe Ren, because Ren's seen a lot of shit. But everybody else, like, I mean, Thawar a little bit, but like, I would say like Solus and Anya, they've seen some craziness, but not like this. This is otherworldly. Like when you rolled your mysticism check, I would say that for Solus this would qualify as being like am I in the afterlife? Like what is this place? It's clearly not like
not reality.
the not your standard reality, like not like Earth realm or whatever, like whatever you would want to call it, your normal. It's very surreal, very unnerving, like, clearly meant to be whatever's going on here.
I gotcha. So when we entered the tree stump, just trying to get like the sense,
Sure.
I assume we like just walked into pitch blackness, and then that would be like the edge of the map here, and
I
then we
like
came
to
into this
imagine
light.
it's like whenever you enter one of those special levels in Mario Sunshine. You know how you jump through and then boom, you're not there anymore. You're
Yes.
somewhere else.
And that's kind of how it
Like a
was.
teleport.
Basically, everybody, because I could everybody's moved obviously, but you could probably even look at the video for the last game. the way that it ends is that, or somewhere close to the end, is that everybody appeared in different places, right? So you walked in a little line, and it was in the dark, and then once everybody was kind of in and you lit up a torch, everybody was in different spots, like, you know, like Thwar's like all the way over here. I think Rumby was like down over here when he first showed up. So everybody was kind of in different spots. So it was just kind of like, oh, the lights came on and like, where is everybody? Like, what's everything? So it makes sense that you're disoriented because things were disorienting. And then you had a
Yeah.
battle.
I asked because like I was wondering if I would innately know how to leave this place, or if I should just ask the spirit, the island, or whatever. Ask it how to leave. So how do I leave?
I would say that if Solus meditated, he could probably get more insight. He probably would feel like in this situation, if he meditated, he could probably get some more insight.
Okay. Then I guess I will do that.
So now, based on the conversation, though us thus far, Anya's going to speak up and say, "So you intend for us to leave, but the people on the island, you intend for them to die and stay and die?"
The elves have served their purpose. The
What about the humans?
blood grows thin. The humans, they have been lambs to power the elves' fanaticism.
Wait. So you're saying that you're thriving on what the elves are doing?
In my name,
What is your name?
I shall
Unicron.
have a new one. My name is long forgotten.
Pretty odd name.
So what would happen if everybody left before you were reborn?
Would wait, but you will not leave. Not without spreading my seed. The
Ew.
world. So go ahead and make another mysticism roll. This isn't your body.
I'm in someone else's body,
No,
or
no.
is him.
This whatever is manifest here. This you don't. This it's a manifestation of your physical body.
Oh,
But
so we're like in the ethereal realm.
yeah, but this isn't your actual body. This is some form of manifestation of your body. I feel like because you're a mystic and you have like, control over your body and stuff, you would be able to kind of meditate and feel yourself. So
Ew.
So while they were
Gotcha.
having their
Okay.
conversation, Solus was feeling himself, and that's your that's the conclusion though that you've come to, is that this isn't your actual body. You don't know that you would describe it in the words of, ethereal whatever, but it is kind of that. You're represented somewhere else. This is possibly some higher or lower plane of existence.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't know how I would describe that to everyone.
And
This place isn't real?
and
Or
and actually, just the whole concept makes Solus quite nervous. Ah, damn. Make that saving throw, Cameron.
okay.
I think it's what was it? Death? Is that what we decided?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know what's what? The reversion has happened.
Oh no. Oh no.
Solus can't speak.
Wait a minute, he made the saving throw.
Yeah, he saved.
Oh, you did make the saving throw.
He made the saving throw.
I'm freaking stupid.
See, I just have to go back and read it
He
up.
barely made
Yeah,
it, but he made
I'm
it.
literally looking at it. It says must roll 10 or higher. 11, you made it. So never mind. No reversion. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
I'm almost completely freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, you
Math.
almost freaked the
All
fuck out.
right.
But
Math.
hey!
Oh, hey! All right.
Ahoy.
Hello? He's still getting his burritos ready.
Yeah, he's probably got to finish up a few things, but
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
here.
Cool. So yeah, so sorry about that. Anyway, Solus okay, not reverted, not any issues.
Okay.
But still freaked
Are
out by
you
the fact
reverted?
that yeah, freaked out by the fact that yeah, you're kind of, your physical bodies are being manifested on some other plane of existence.
Yeah. Okay. Um. I don't know how to tell you guys. I don't know. We are no longer in the mortal realm, if you have not noticed already.
What do you mean?
These bodies are not ours in the sense that we are being manifested in some way.
Huh? Anya has no freaking clue what you're talking about. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, she's like, body feels like me.
Yeah.
She's like, what are you talking about? I'm me.
Hmm.
And it may be inconsequential.
She doesn't have that third eye. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really impact our decisions going forward. It's just good to know.
Kamchaka. I mean, but to be real, now that you've looked around at your surroundings, I mean, obviously Solus is freaked out because he kind of knows some mystical, spiritual things, but like, what the shit is happening, basically?
Yeah.
I mean, especially Anya. Like, I would feel like Anya would probably be like, what?
Yeah, what? Huh?
Like, what is even going on here?
Are you saying we're not real?
It's kind of like we're in a dream, or it's like when we're in the snow events of the past.
They haven't been there.
Anya has no idea what the hell you're
Oh,
talking
Yeah,
that's
about.
yeah,
right.
and Solus wouldn't know that
And
either.
Solus wouldn't know that either. Never mind. Wrong party.
Yeah, that's why I was
Then
saying that.
never mind, then.
Of anybody to experience something that was like crazy mystical like this, Ren has the most experience because he was at all the snow events. He was at the ball.
Oh yeah, Ren's just vibing, waiting for the dream to end.
Yeah, yeah. Ren's just like, what? Not this shit again. Yeah.
Okay. So what are we gonna do? Are we just... We're being told to leave and somehow spread this island seeds. So how would we leave anyway, assuming that's our next course of action?
We go back to the ship.
How?
We turn it around, aim the photon torpedoes at the tree,
Wait a minute.
and pew pew pew, and be done with it.
There is a way to make this end.
How's that?
Make a pact with your blood.
Hmm.
Yeah, it sounds pretty sketchy. I don't know.
Why don't you show yourself and we'll make a pact with your blood?
That's a good one.
You've seen my blood. It pours upon you.
You sent those piddly little beasties against us, yet you must be a coward because you won't face us yourself.
How are we supposed to fight an island,
Yeah, pretty much.
Anya? Riddle me this.
Hurricanes.
It is true. This thing that you do. Believe that you have come here. Not out of circumstance, but you were drawn to me. You must have been. Fact. You were.
We came here on a boat, stumbled into a tree to get out of the rain. Nothing more. Let us leave.
Do you really believe that? Anya, make a saving throw versus Jeff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saving throw versus Jeff. Oh,
Oh,
hey, look at that.
wow. Wow. Good.
As soon as he says that, Anya has a bunch of kind of quick flashes of the past, but not too far in the past.
Her past? Or whose past?
Her past. She sees some quick flashes from the events of the town that you set fire to there was kind of this
The stables?
tyrant leader.
Is that the one where Mike set fire to the stables?
Well, no, that was the one. that was a different town that you burned.
Oh, okay.
No, this was the one that had the tyrant that was killing all the babies. Do you remember La Hacienda, Bethlehem?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. So you had a bunch of flashes of that.
It's interesting.
Can she make like an intelligence check to see if she can figure out what that means in relation to this situation?
Make a wisdom check.
That's even worse. Yeah. It almost worked.
Yeah.
It almost was good.
Yeah. From a certain view, it almost looks like it's 666.
Yeah.
Dun dun. Yeah. Ooh. Nah, you're confused by the images. They kind of just flashed into your head.
Okay.
But it was weird because it was like just a quick waking dream. Then again, are you awake right now? Now you're not so sure. What will you do? That wasn't the guy, by the way. That was just me making a weird voice.
Actually, Anya's gonna try to turn special. I need a miracle.
Yeah. Clever. Funny.
No, actually, Anya is going to start searching around for secret doors. She's gonna maybe
Well,
search the pillars, the floor, maybe just kind of like just maybe try to feel around. If this is a dream, anything can happen in a dream. She's gonna try to search for secret doors.
okay. Where is she going to search first?
She's gonna start.
Yeah.
She's gonna go up to this pillar first. She's gonna start on this pillar, and then she's gonna go clockwise around the pillars.
Okay.
And then after she does that, then she's gonna like I said, she's gonna even search the air, but she's gonna search the floor. She's gonna start searching for a way out.
Okay.
That's
Is she gonna like get close to the edge? Because so far nobody has been.
I mean, if she goes around the pillar,
Yeah,
it looks like she'll be kind of close to the edge, yes.
yeah, I mean that's still like if you're searching the pillar, you know, you're a good like 8 to 10 feet from the edge, depending on the.
I mean, if she's close to the edge, she might go and peek over the edge just to see. Maybe
Okay.
stick her hand out
Okay.
over the edge just to see what happens.
Okay. So she's kind of just exploring around, just
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
whatever
she's
then.
doing the whole
Gotcha.
thing. Yeah,
All
right.
right. The whole thing. All right.
The
So
whole
so
thing.
that's what Anya's doing. What is everybody else doing?
I think I will try to use my detect thoughts.
Okay. All right. We'll handle that in just a sec. Let's see what
Okay.
everybody's doing.
I think, um, in the situation, Solus would just continue to meditate.
So Solus is going to meditate. Where is he going to meditate? Just sitting
Um,
where he is right now?
yeah, on the weird signal on the ground. I'm sure that's especially spiritual or something.
Is he going to sit in the middle or is he going to just kind of.
Yeah, I mean, Is that, would I be like sitting in the ball of light or something?
Yeah. I mean, there's kind of the hell? No, sorry, I was just looking at Jay.
Hmm?
Why did you say, are you still on the bridge?
Because that's what it's called.
Oh, I
Because
see,
that's
I
what
see.
it is.
That's what it's called.
I
Yes.
was like, I'm all of a sudden getting all these like messages, and I'm like, what the hell? Sorry about that. Anyway.
No, there's a bridge here somewhere. He's on it.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second, there's no bridge here. That was like a long time ago. There was a bridge, guys. Sorry. Jeez. Anyway, yeah. So, all right. So Solus is gonna meditate. What's Ren doing?
Kicking back, polishing his daggers or something.
Just kind of hanging out,
Yep.
not searching, not doing anything.
Nope.
Okay. And all right. And then, yeah, what is Rumby doing?
Do you really need to know?
Yes.
If he wants to be doing something, then
Um,
probably.
I don't know where Rumpy's at right now.
He is right where he is on the board, which is in this weird realm with fire below you and craziness and this disembodied voice that was showing up as a face, but isn't really now because Solus is kind of sitting. He'd be like sitting on his face right now. Maybe the
Ew.
key. Um, yeah. So right now you're just kind of everybody's kind of puzzled about this weird realm, this weird occurrence where you are at. So people are trying to decipher that.
I should be doing the same. I'm looking for shit.
Are you searching anything specifically? Doing anything
Walls,
specific?
anything,
Well, there are no walls. Pillars?
pillars.
All right. Rumby will also search pillars. We'll say he'll search this one starting down here in the lower left, and he'll go counterclockwise. You know. So everybody is doing that, and the war is trying to read thoughts. Correct?
Yes.
Let me take a quick look at something here. As far as now, is that THOT?
Detect
Um.
thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh.
No G.
Yeah. That's what I
There's some
thought.
thoughts here.
Hey, stop talking about our the people who are here.
But you're specifically using that circlet, right? Your
Yes, correct.
magical item. Yes. Go.
Go Power Rangers.
So, did I need any thoughts?
Okay, so all right. I had to look up some things there real quick. Poor Captain Kirk. Oh gosh.
Ba, 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 ba.
All right.
The Gorn got him.
So you have to concentrate. Are you kind of concentrating on? Let me ask you. In Thwar's words, what is he concentrating on? Because you have to concentrate on something.
Ooh, I try to think about the bottom of this pit. Like, try to, if there was a direction to it, think about what's at the bottom.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
I jumped down into one of the holes.
Thwar, make a saving throw versus Death Ray.
Yeehaw, Death Ray. Oh boy.
Ooh, look at that.
A horrible fail.
Dead.
All right. And you didn't really warn anybody. Okay. So Anya's kind of
We
up
all
here.
hear. Oh God.
Anya's kind of up here. She's like searching around. Rumby's like he's also kind of searching. They're just kind of getting started. Solus has begun his meditation. Ren is just kind of like chilling out, and Thwar just like falls over. Now he's only what? He's only like 10 feet from Anya. And fortunately, he's not like super close to any of these weird hole things here, right? But he literally just like you kind of hear him go, and he falls over. So Anya's like searching, and she's like right there. Just like,
I'm just gonna run over to him to see what's going on.
he's
She's gonna
like
check him out.
he's like all seized up.
Is he like stiff?
He's like seizing. He's like kind of like having a fit. That's probably what what these people would call it. The war is literally having a fit. He may have defecated himself.
Oh man.
Would Anya know what to do in this situation? Let's see. Would she? Survival forest isn't gonna help.
As in, like, help him as he's having a fit?
Yeah, I mean, really.
Survival hell pit.
Yeah, the survival help it. Yeah, the thing that might help him, if there was like a proficiency, it would probably be something along the lines of first aid or healing.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. She could stab him.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be very helpful.
No, that would be perfect. You see, he's having a fit. He's been possessed. So now she's got to do some bloodletting to get the evil out. Actually, she's gonna like shake him, and she's gonna like Thwar, what's going on?
She's shaking him, and out of her arms, he's gone.
Like disappeared?
Yes.
What the hell? Did you see that?
Yeah,
The water
hopefully
just,
it
like,
happens to the
disappeared.
rest of us soon. I am getting bored of this place. It is way too hot in here.
Ren just flops down on the ground and starts shaking to try to get it going.
Ren tries to go to sleep.
Actually, going to sleep might not be a bad idea. What time of day was it when we entered here?
It was. What time of day was it? You had just gotten. It was just past the Utna camp. I was still like in the middle of the
Pretty
day.
early in the
I
day,
think yeah, it was
yeah.
still early in the day. Yeah, I mean it was like
Okay.
it's hard
And
to
then
tell because it's like it's like super rainy. It's like crazy storms, the crazy fog. So it's like it always looks the same here. It's either like pitch black or like just mostly dark, or like
Okay.
the two like things that you get. So
and gotta think in this situation where we're like just out of a battle, we're amped up. We just talked to this weird ass dude who wants us to spread his seed. There is no way you can force yourself to go to sleep
Yeah, I
unless
mean,
you actually have a
especially.
spell. Unless you have a spell.
Dude, Romby was stoned for I don't know how long. He probably could do it.
Rumby was stoned for a long time. It's
Somebody was
true.
stoned for a long time.
So
Okay, then didn't it say something about like wanting a blood oath?
So Anya didn't find anything on this particular column here, and Rumby didn't find anything on the one that he was searching either.
Wha- So it's hard to see. So because they're just black,
Hmm.
what are these columns actually like? What do they actually look like?
They're made of stone, and they just like kind of go up and
The same kind of stone that we're seeing on the ground? That kind of
yes,
broken up
kind
stone?
of broken looking stone. They look like ancient stone columns basically, and they're actually you can kind of see it, but it's kind of hard. They're actually like a pentagon shape. They're like they're five-sided. If you were to go around, so
Oh,
it's not like a
you can kind of
circle.
see because you can kind of see that on the ground.
Yeah, yeah. It's like not like a circle. It's actually like edged sides. Um, Anya, when she's finished searching, she looks around and she's like making her way kind of over to the other pillar, and she sees Solus meditating in the center,
Hmm.
and she sees Rumby, but now
Ren's
Mike is
gone.
gone too.
You mean
I
Ren?
mean, Ren is gone. Sorry. Yeah, now Ren is gone as well.
Rumpy!
Yeah.
Ren is gone.
You turn up the
Ren and Thawar have
volume.
disappeared.
Okay.
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 Let's
Alright.
go. Let's go over to where they were.
What was Ren doing before he disappeared again?
He had laid down on the ground.
I saw them
Um,
down on the ground.
yeah, I think that sounds like our next logical course of action. Stare into the abyss above.
It's not gonna lay down on the ground right away, but
Anya's
she's gonna
like,
walk
fuck that. You guys are stupid.
she's gonna walk over to Solus, I guess, as he's lying down. If he's lying down on the ground, she's gonna walk over to Solus and kind of watch him.
Watch him. Watch him do what?
Trying to watch me sleep.
Like just watching him meditate, or?
Well, he said he was going to lay down,
Oh, okay.
and
Are
I
you
think he
Sorry,
said
just-
that. I think he said that out loud, so she's walking over to see what happens.
okay?
Mhm.
All right. So are you gonna lay down like right in the center?
Sure.
Are you continuing to meditate, or are you just kind of laying there? What are your thoughts?
Mhm. I might as well meditate. Just waiting. Seems like there's no emergency to it. Does anything happen?
Roll another mysticism check.
Not quite.
No, it's weird.
Well, I don't know what else to do.
Anya's going to yell out, "Where did you take our friends?"
As Anya yells out, "Where did you take our friends?" Everybody begins to wake up just outside the tree. I don't think everybody's on here necessarily, but
Wrong guy. Can you move that? Can you get rid of that?
you take Argyle off the board, please.
Wait, is that Argyle over there, guys?
Yeah.
I thought I saw him
Saved.
for a second.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Where the fuck you been?
That was weird. Did anyone else have a weird dream?
Well, how
Say
much did you
that.
remember?
You remember it
I would-
all.
Yeah,
And in
I don't know.
fact, if you were injured, you are injured.
Oh, really?
But you wake up just outside the tree on this little ledge thing. And Zegan Talk, he's gone.
Guess he died.
Is dead.
You're not sure.
Either
Anya
that or he left.
Yeah, did we get duped?
is going to go back to the tree and look down in the tree again.
There's like a little cave under the tree, just like you saw before.
She's going to head down in there.
And the cycle continues.
Anya's like, fuck it, let's go.
Roby does not follow.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
gotta be a note
I
from
think
me.
we'll give her like 5 or 10 minutes first.
All right. So, let me ask you this. What is, just so that I understand, for, all considerations, what is Anya's thought process? What is she what is she doing? What is she trying to accomplish? What does she think will happen?
She wants to see if it'll take her there again because
Because she just loved being in there.
this is a brand new experience for her. She's never had anything like this that's that kind of an experience. and she knows that she just woke up. So she wants to see if it was real.
Okay.
And she's kind of pissed because she's always kind of pissed about this kind of stuff. And she wants to make sure that like you know she just wants you know
Do I know?
what she just wants to make sure she wants verification.
She's a little bit chilly. She wants to go back inside. It's warmer.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead and make a wisdom check. Walking down into this little cave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the 666 again. Crazy. It's upside down this time. 999. So she gets down there and she's alone. There's no light from outside, especially right now. So her infravision lights,
It's on. Yeah.
it's like it takes a minute or so to adjust, but like she kind of
Right.
adjusts and she's in kind of this like just little hole under the tree. And the tree is decent size. I mean, it's a big round tree.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of down inside of it, but it doesn't look like there's more space. There's no like further entryway.
Mm-hmm.
Before she went down, other people went down. There was like somebody lit a torch. It was kind of disorienting, and all of a sudden you were like, you know, hellscape, whatever, wherever you were. But now, like now that she's in here alone, it just kind of looks like it's like a hollowed out, like underneath of a tree.
Hmm.
It's creepy down here for sure.
Right.
The whole thing is just weird, but
But she's getting a completely different experience at this point.
yeah, she's like looking around and I mean, it looks like a tree. I mean,
Right.
if she's kind of only looking at it in that way, she's not like,
She's actually going to close her eyes and try to see if she can will her way back to where
oh
it
my
was.
God, is she really gonna do that?
Um.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, like if does she have the feeling like I want to go back?
No, I don't think that she does actually.
I mean, if she does, that's okay. There's no wrong answer, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure that that's what's going on. Like, is she looking at this in a more pragmatic way? Like, what? I don't know. Like, you have to kind of tell me what.
Actually, I'll tell you what she's going to do. What she would do is she's down here now and she's kind of looking around and are you still here?
Okay, so she's gonna go down and start yelling.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of what she would do, I think. Are you still here?
Okay. So if she doesn't get a response immediately, is she gonna keep yelling? Or what is she gonna do?
Answer
how
me.
far is she gonna take it? Okay.
And if no answer after that, she's just gonna be like, coward, and turn around to start to walk out.
Okay.
Hmm.
So like everybody else is just kind of sitting there. Anya goes down. She's down there for a couple of minutes. And then you hear yelling. And then there's like silence. I mean, there's not silence because it's like pouring down rain. But
Hmm.
like there's no more sound from down there.
Anya, are you still there?
And she doesn't seem to be still there anymore.
Oh my god.
Well, I
Well,
started walking out. What happened? Where am I? As she turns around, she says coward and turns around and starts to walk out of the tree.
Yeah.
she took you back in out of spite.
If you're wondering where you are, well, Anya,
Is back in the Hellmouth.
you're right there. But you know
Oh
what?
look! Hey! All right. Damn it.
You're by yourself.
Oh shit. Now we have to wait for Anya to get back out of here.
See, you crave me. Crave to carry me. You will carry me.
Oh, this is bad.
She just like stunned.
Yeah, she's kind of like, what the fuck? Did you bring me back so so you could face me?
I brought you back because it is you.
What do you mean? She's pulled her weapons at this point. She's like turning around.
You are the one.
The one that I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What does that mean?
I can feel. I can feel it. It is destiny. You were there at his birth, and you will be there at mine.
Whose
And
birth?
Anya blacks the fuck out.
Is she back up there though?
No, she didn't come back.
Okay.
So everybody's just kind of hanging out, and like Anya went in there, and she's been in there for like a while.
All right,
Hmm.
Ren will walk in.
You walk in, and it's like dark as hell in here. If you have a torch, you can light it up.
Gotcha. Do I have a torch?
I don't know. Do you?
Everybody ought to have a torch.
You if you should have a torch, right?
Did Ren remember to grab his torches?
Oh wait, I thought were there more than one torch in that pack that we got?
You're where is that little thing? Oh, there it is. It's like the very first thing, of course, there would be. Oh, there's a, it's not a torch. In that pack, there is a tinderbox, a lantern that is full and 2 extra vials of oil.
Oh, perfect. Then I will just turn on my lantern.
Yeah, so you can light up your lantern. So you light up your lantern, and
Just light up the tree.
there she is, just laying there.
Is there
Anya.
anything else in here?
No, it's just like a little, like, it's kind of just it looks about the size that it would look. It's not it's not like a crazy space. It's kind of just this small area, and Anya is just kind of laying in the middle. It's like maybe like 20 feet tops, like maybe not even that, maybe 15.
Cool. Well, I will drag her out then.
All right. She seems to be alive. Uh, and you drag her out.
Nice.
In the process of being drug out, you begin to come to.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Oh. It was. I'm not even sure I know how to explain it.
Something else happens just as you say that. Rain stops.
Oh my god.
Finally.
There's still the mist. It's still hard to see. It's still really overcast, really cloudy, and just like super foggy everywhere. But no rain. And
Maybe we ought to light that damn thing on fire.
it sounds like the ocean is not quite as crazy anymore. Off because you're like right on the cliff, so like the ocean's right below you. Before you were hearing like the big waves just like pounding against the cliff. Not so much now. It seems that the sea has settled around the ocean, around the island here.
So it's finally stopped. That's great. That means our adventure back to the ship is less inconvenient.
Very true.
I assume everyone remembers
Where
and
we
talks
parked?
about. Yeah, no, I don't never remember where I parked.
Yeah.
I thought you did.
I think we parked in the southeast, or right, or southwest.
They weren't
Of the
even
island?
born yet, dude. They weren't even born yet.
Yeah, I know. It's cool. No, what were you saying, Cameron?
So we should just continue on to the beach from the cliffside, right?
I don't know. Is that the plan? Anya's still kind of like.
That sounds
In
good to
fact,
me.
Thawar is still a little bit like, oh, geez. Like, what the hell happened? You don't actually know what happened, but it felt like somebody hit you in the head with a board. And you woke up out here in the rain.
So it seems that Zegan hit us all on the back of the head with the board. We hallucinated.
Where is Zeke?
You don't know. He's gone. However, since the rain is cleared up, at least you've got a little bit more visibility and travel won't be so hard. The only problem is that like there's no like I don't know, unless somebody has tracking or that you even care. I don't know that you care. It's up to you.
There's no way we could track him after that rain anyway.
Definitely not.
It would be very, very difficult.
I would think it would be the opposite. It'd be muddy, but
Well, it depends. In actually here in this area there is some mud, but like once you get back into the lower part down here, then yeah.
Could I just get a sense if he immediately turned around or if he kept going for some reason with the tracking?
Did you want to try and make a tracking check?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. And you said you were trying to get a sense.
If he turned back or if he wasn't going back, essentially, if he did something other than just turn around.
If it looked like he just walked off into the ocean, he didn't have turnaround footprints.
It looks like he turned around. So if you kind of follow him up to here, it looks like he turned around. And then when you get about to here, you realize that there are other prints. There's other tracks. It's hard to say because this whole area right in front of you, or just below where your icon is super, like, it's obviously super muddy, but it's like chaotic. It looks like there could have been struggle, combat, something else, and
Thoughtful.
then multiple tracks go down here to the south, because this is like the tree is like North Point.
Mm-hmm.
So down to the south, back towards the inner island, back towards the jungle.
Okay. I'd inform the group. I think something happened. There was a group. It looks like there were more people here. There may have been an altercation.
Maybe the elves took him for a sacrifice.
That would be pretty bad. But I don't think going all the way back to the elves just to find out is maybe our course of action.
I think at this point it would probably be quicker to get to the boat and then return to search from the boat if we really were interested.
Is anyone interested?
I agree. I think we should go to the boat.
Yep.
Let's go.
All right. So then the consensus of the party is to continue on the island and kind of make your way up towards where that box. I'm assuming somebody probably made that box to designate where the Utna elves were. Correct?
No,
No? Wait.
that box was made to host a dick.
Excellent.
To be honest, that's exactly what that box was made
Okay.
for, was to host a dick, but
Well,
never
but Anya's in roughly Anya's in roughly the right place. So, you guys are like right there. So it's just a matter of moving down,
That's pretty close.
making your way about a mile down the beach, down to where the beach.
I guess that's what we'll do. We'll walk to here.
And you're surprised. The sun is out. You walk along the cliff. It's pretty clear that this path is on a downward grade, so you're definitely decreasing in altitude here. because the weather has changed and you had an easy path here, you're able to, make it down that mile fairly quickly. Unfortunately, when you get to what was the beach, well, there's no beach anymore. The beach has like completely washed away, at least right here. No beach at all.
Is it clear enough to see the ship?
You're just with your plain eyesight, you're not seeing the ship. Again, there still is a decent amount of fog. And you just got here.
So
Do we think this is where we left or where we last dropped off?
Well, you feel like this must have been where you first made contact on the island, because remember you kind of first made contact right where this beach here started, right where Solus is.
I
And
think we
so
should start a fire
this
then.
this beach is gone essentially. But you had gone down the beach when you initially came. It looks like this whole thing here is gone, and you just have like just jungle, and it's almost kind of like you could kind of continue to follow it down, but it's still like it's like more of a cliff than beach. But over here, there's been some time, so like the jungle's receded a little bit, but the jungle like goes right up to it here, so you'd be like walking in very perilous place. Or you'd be walking into the jungle and you wouldn't be able to see shit.
So, did we
Well,
want
I
to
would
set up
say that
camp?
we set
Set
up
up camp.
camp here, stay here until hopefully Mike comes back for us.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should make a large fire. So
Mhm.
fine.
If that's the plan, this is where we're saying, can I cast continual light 120 feet up into the air? Just directly above us?
You could do that. Yes, you could. In fact.
Don't you have to cast that on an object?
Do you have to cast it?
I'm reading it right now. I'll put it in there, but
Oh, did you just put it up here? Yeah.
I
Let's
did.
look at this real quick.
Water droplets. Foggy.
It says target area or creature for target/area of effect.
The spell may be cast in an area, upon an object, or on a person or creature. So
Oh,
yes,
cool.
it can be cast in an area, and if the range is 120, it's actually you're outside, so it's not 120 feet. Remember, it's
120
120
yards.
yards.
Oh my god.
So yeah, so you can cast it high as fuck in the air. So you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do that, and within about an hour,
A 30-foot radius, 120 yards in the air, that's like,
That's
that's
up there.
People on this
huge.
island definitely think that like a religious
Event just
occurrence
happened.
is happening. Yeah.
yeah, some light is shining down, and actually, like, through the haze of this, like, fog, it's all diffused and stuff, so it probably looks crazy in some parts of the island right now.
Wow. So the war actually figured out the flare that I was talking about last week.
He did.
He figured out the flare that we were talking about. There it
Clever.
is.
Clever.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the kind of shit that gets you bonus experience points, fellas.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you cast the continual light spell. It is obviously incredibly
What about
bright.
carrying a fire? What about carrying a Fire Island god's child? How about that?
Yeah, that's some experience for sure.
So
It's
yeah,
burning coming out.
after about an hour, you see the silhouette through the clouds of the explorer, and
Giant green dragon.
it kind of comes to kind of hover right there at the right there next to the cliff, and the portal on the ship opens, and Commander Tiberius pokes his head out and says, "Where have you been?"
We've had quite the
Truly, you wouldn't
experience.
believe
It's a long story. Can we come
In a
aboard?
tree.
Of course. Permission granted.
He was the most human.
Human.
Oh boy.
So
we relay everything back.
yeah, instead of trying to explain all that, watch the last 4 episodes. You'll figure it out. That's what we just told this guy.
Well, so so you're in the Explorer and it's headed back to the ship. So you kind of brief Tiberius on well, actually, first of all, who briefs Tiberius?
I learned my lesson.
Well, Anya was kind of in charge, so I guess it's Anya's job to brief Tiberius.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
So she has to do it in a very short amount of time. And geez. I wonder if she's up to the task.
Want me to make a constitution check or some bullshit?
No, just
Or would she, or actually, being that this is the military, would she wait and brief the captain and Tiberius at the same time? That might actually make more sense.
Probably. And Tiberius probably is just like, tell me about it when we get up to the ship anyway.
Yeah.
So, so Tiberius and Mike, who is piloting the Explorer, take you back up to the Imperial Skycraft Destiny, and you dock with the ship, and you're back on board. It's kind of nice compared
Actually,
to the last week that you've had, which
like,
has been pretty terrible.
The first thing that they probably want us to do
Get showers.
is like
Freshen
clean
up.
up. We need to clean up.
Decontaminate.
We probably stink to all hell.
Yes. Yeah. A week of adventure.
Bags of rotting
We
food.
did bring shit back. We have stuff in the bag of holding.
Oh goodness.
Probably rotten.
Don't we have a dog's something in the bag of holding?
It's true. We do have some dog and a dog tail.
We do?
Yep.
Oh, from the
I'm
jungle
thinking
dogs?
Ren put part of that dog in the bag of holding.
I put a shitload of samples in there too, of just random plants and rocks.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
right.
Who is gonna go through that? Are you just gonna give the bag of holding to the quartermaster and like just have them
Sounds good to
like
me.
sort the fuck through it?
They're geologists, just check it all out.
Now he pulls a green leaf, red leaf, random rock, head of fucking dog.
It's tail.
Oh, that's right, dog tail.
Head of dog.
it's probably it's probably that Rena lady that would be the one doing that, so she'd probably be unhappy about some things. You might hear about that. Yeah. Anyway,
That poor
so you're
dog.
back on the ship. Uh, you've gotten a chance to clean up. Is is anybody like still heavily injured? Because obviously, like, you went through some shit. I don't know. How is everybody looking after you've gotten yourself cleaned?
Anya is down by 7.
That's not
Uh,
terrible for her though.
No,
But
no.
she's got some wound,
She,
some injury.
she's wounded.
Okay.
Solus is at max health somehow, so less.
Yeah. He probably well, if he I think Solus might have had a couple of days of self-healing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that would
the
definitely help.
people that fought the ape, I think I think they might be in kind of bad shape.
Actually, Rumby, how's Rumby doing?
I'm down by 2.
Okay, so
I really got hurt when I was fighting, so
nobody's really jacked up at the moment.
No, I think we already recovered from it.
Okay. All right. Tired. You get a brief.
That means that Anya probably is the one that's most hurt at this point.
True.
I think she took
That's our captain.
She probably took some damage. I think she took more damage than anybody else from the wraith. She did. She took a big hit from the wraith the first time. She took like
I thought you said something else.
what?
You said wraith, right?
Yes.
I definitely thought you said something else.
Oh no.
You took the most damage from,
She took the most damage from that.
that. Yes.
No.
Oof.
I actually do. I believe that
Jeez.
she like the first attack that the ghosty hit her like did like 5 or
Oh
6
yeah,
damage on her.
yeah.
It
She got.
did it did like do a like
Yeah. Gotcha. Understood. So you you get cleaned up and you're in the quarters. So you actually have a little bit of time here. Now, the other characters, of course, have been on the ship for a week, kind of just circling this island and really just kind of wondering, and everybody on the ship really kind of wondering, like, where are they? Because we're sending Mike out like every day, and they're not there. Like, where are they? So now you're back. You're back on board.
We are back. Luckily, after a long week. So we told everyone. We
yeah,
relayed all the information. What's our next course of action?
Well, the
what are we gonna if she's with the captain and the first officer,
yeah.
she's like, what are we gonna do about these people? Some of the elves want to stay, but there is a group that wants to leave, and there are citizens of the empire on there as well. We have an obligation.
She. Do we know for sure the claims of the people on the island are true?
Well, their leader told us about a dwarf that lives on the island that was in the original shipwreck. Speaking to him might glean more information.
Do you know where he resides?
Somewhere on the cliffs. Wouldn't we have passed him? From the way he described, he lives in a cave near the cliffs. We basically we would have gone past.
We're not gonna notice every cave.
You may have gone past him.
If he's on the edge of the island, we might be able to find him. We'd have to go back. Some of us would have to go back.
The captain probably would have brought Anya with Thawar, Solus, Rumby, and Ren to talk to everybody, just to get like everybody's kind of take on things.
Oh, and by the way, we definitely told him about the fucking tree.
Okay, everything.
We definitely. Oh yeah,
everything. Okay.
Everything.
All right.
She didn't leave anything out.
Okay.
Also, you gotta mention the fact that you invited like an entire culture of people to come aboard our ship.
No, we didn't. We didn't invite them.
That's not official.
We
That was a
actually did not
misunderstanding.
invite them. We said that we would have to talk to our captain about this.
Well, I'm pretty sure
we never made a promise.
You were pretty forthcoming, and we must bring you aboard.
That was with the elves, which are
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. Which
With the
definitely
other
is not
guys,
going to happen.
yeah, the other guys we debriefed before that. We were like, hey, you can't just be promising these people.
I helped them as best as I could, but I. So,
what's your sense of what's really happening on the island?
Shit's cursed, yo. I don't know.
It's hard to say, but like I said, we owe it to the if they are our countrymen, we owe it to at least find out. And if they are, wouldn't this make this island the Empire's first colony?
It would indeed. But these people want to leave. If they truly are citizens of the Empire, we must accommodate them in some way. The elves, on the other hand, are an indigenous population, from what I gather.
It seems that way. They may not have been at the beginning, but they're definitely that way now. They've been there for a long time. They do not look like me.
We can kill off the elves and give the humans the vote.
Do you think we just kill them all off?
I don't care what happens to them either way.
I think we just leave them alone.
Now that you've been on the island and survived, would this group be willing to go back to try and talk to the dwarf?
Yeah, that's fine. I just need some more rations.
Yes.
Actually, after convening with everyone in the entire party, Guthix is interested in taking Solus' place. If that is, not detrimental to the overall plan or whatever.
Anya definitely thinks she should go back, but this calls for more muscle as well.
Mhm.
Teagle would not make it on that island.
This might be a job for Argyle as well.
Chud definitely doesn't want to go. How can he ride his horse through the jungle?
Yeah, true. Okay, so
Yeah.
so Cameron, obviously you're wanting to swap out Solus for Guthix.
Yes.
Okay, so that's something that's doable if Solus is tired. I can see why he had some close calls, some rough stuff happening
sure.
in the jungle. So while he has some R&R, the Guthix can take his place. What about Thawar?
Sid really hates swamps, so
Yeah.
Sid doesn't want to go. So Thor just goes because he has to.
All right. So is Anya going to suggest more muscle?
Anya is going to suggest more muscle. Anya is also going to suggest that even that we take Mary, but leave her on the the Explorer, but to have that healing battery close.
Okay. Dan's like, all of my characters are coming, motherfucker. It's like, you let me have 3 characters, so I'm using them. I'm using all my characters. Everybody's coming.
Well, kinda, yeah. 2 of them definitely on the landing party. One definitely, she's not gonna land, but she's gonna be there as.
Yeah. It just means that you're gonna be forced to use the Argyle voice to like distinguish between Argyle and Anya.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it was just Argyle, I'd be using the Argyle voice as best I could.
Yeah, I guess so.
We have to down here and use the Argyle voice.
All right. So Captain Nova and Commander Callus, they dismiss you and tell you to get some rest and have
Can I get all the way healed?
I gotta go blow my nose. Be back.
go blow your nose. Yeah, somebody probably can heal you. You can probably go to the
He's pulling out the whole ship.
you can go to the to Father Brabar Velassus. Oh, Brabar. Right.
Babar?
Lieutenant Commander Barber.
Yeah. And you
Babar?
can
The elephant?
Barbar the elephant.
you know the only thing does that work? There he is.
Can we see him on that? Can we see him?
Yeah.
Is he on the stream?
Yeah,
No. No. Oh, there he
Yeah,
is.
he is.
Okay. There he
Yeah,
is.
he is. He is the chaplain and chief healer of Destiny. Yeah, that's him. So
Babar.
so Anya, you head over to the chapel and Father Velassus is there. And I don't remember what I had planned for his voice, so I'm going to wing it.
Hello there, Father Brabar.
Hey, how you doing?
So Anya's needing some healing then.
Yeah.
So she walks into the chapel area, and the father turns around and he says, "Well, hello, Anya. Nice of you to drop in on me today."
Good day. I'm getting ready to go back to the island, and I need some. I need some mending.
As part of the bridge crew, I have been briefed upon the situation with the island, and I can tell you that you look pretty good for all of that. But, yes, let's get you healed up, dear. He begins to lay his hands on you.
Oh,
Oh no.
Right. And you get 12 hit points back.
What?
Wow. So like, yeah, she's just all the way full now. I can't take 12 hit points.
I mean, if you obviously like
Yeah.
it's 12, but if you're not down by 12, then you can get
I'll
less
go up.
than 12.
I will
Yeah,
take. I
yeah,
will
no,
take
no,
up
no,
my
no.
hit points up to 31.
No,
That'd
no,
be.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
No, no.
Sure. Yeah. I'll take the extra.
Are you okay?
So she decides to tell this man about the Hellmouth and what she was told in there both times.
What do you say to him specifically about what you were told? What do you tell him?
I tell him that the first time that we were in there, that whatever was in there wanted us to take its seed and spread the word around the world.
Yo.
And then the second and I tell him all about the fighting, and I tell him all about everything like that, and uh, how Solus kind of thinks that we weren't our real selves in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tell him about the second time where the thing was focused to, I was there by myself, and the thing was focused on me and told me that I was there for the birth of something before, and that I'm going to be there for the rebirth of this thing. And then I blacked out, and I don't remember anything else.
So you give him the facts.
Yes, the facts.
What do you make of that? What do you
I don't
feel?
understand. I don't remember being at the birth of anything.
I don't know what this means, but I can say sounds like a harrowing experience. Are you sure you're up to going back?
As long as I don't have to go back into that tree, I think I'll be fine.
All right. Well then, I shall pray on this.
You should talk to Solus. He seemed to understand it a little bit more than the rest of us.
Mhm.
Solus is staying behind.
If he feels comfortable, tell him to come to me.
Okay. Before I leave, I will relay that message to Solus.
Okay. So you go back, and the captain gives you a day to recuperate. So you get the full next day. So you get like a night, the day, and the next night. Or you know what I mean? Like the night, the full day, and then like the next morning you would leave. So you get a
So we
full
get a day off.
So you get a full day to kind of just recover, since some of the same people are going, just to kind of give them some time to recuperate and
Yeah, that's like 4 hit points back for being in your bed.
yeah, really. So just kind of chill and get back to full health. And so anybody need to do anything within that day?
Hmm.
I want to refill my rations. Maybe get some healing potions.
I imagine that we'll probably be restocked with.
Yeah, I
by
think we
the-
did that already, didn't we?
Well, I would imagine that we'll get restocked for the new mission.
Okay, the
Argyle's like, so we're going to see a dwarf. Wonder how his beard is.
It's not bath worthy.
not bath worthy.
No.
All right. So there's no logistical problems, and the perishable portions of your away mission kits have been restocked. So that's anybody that used the little quick potions, the little vials.
Nice.
So any of that stuff,
Iron rations, things like that, I would
rations, oil
imagine.
that was used, anything that's anything on that list has been replenished with no issue. Um, didn't people lose other things? That didn't somebody lose like a weapon? Isn't like I'm trying to
People
remember.
lost daggers, I think.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
lost my. I broke my.
I lost a bunch of daggers.
I broke my sword. My
Broke
rapier.
your sword. Okay.
That's pretty bad.
Was your sword wasn't special? It was just like a regular long sword, right?
Rapier.
A rapier. Okay, but it wasn't like magic or like
Nah.
anything enchanted or any way. Um, a rapier is something that could be restocked on the ship, so that would be an easy provision for Rumby could probably request and get a rapier.
I
So
would like 3 daggers.
okay, that's also something that would be easy
Nice.
to just. I'm gonna record some of this stuff because eventually they will run out. But for now, yes, you can have those things.
Can I have someone look at this liquid that I found in this jar? It's
Liquid
clay
liquid
in
in a
the.
jar.
Yeah, I found it off the dead dude in the cave with the spiders.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Didn't you try and use some of that or no?
Yo,
He said he was going to, but he didn't.
Ah,
I
but he
said
didn't.
if I was going to if I was at the point where I was going to die, I'd try it, but I don't know what it is. So
Oh, got it. Did you want to try and like have somebody take a look at it? Is that is
someone
that?
with intelligence look at it. I'm not. I mean, I'll try to find out what it is. It's like I found it on some dead dude. Could have been the last thing he did was take a sip.
Yeah, if you talk to the second officer, uh, Commander Tiberius, and He says he'll take a look at it for you, see if he can figure out what it is.
I shall leave it with it.
All right. So restocked and rested.
I don't think there was really anything I needed to take care of.
No. All right. Then, I guess the party as it was before, except for now with Argyle and Guthix and Mary in the boat. Like Jenny from the block, Mary in the boat.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mary in the boat. Okay, so we've
So
disembarked.
yes. So you go
Has
out with Mike as your pilot. Go ahead.
oh, what the fuck? Guthix is all jacked up. Well, that's not supposed to be the case. Anyway. Wait, no? Do you see that?
What?
Oh, his hit points?
Yeah, on my icon it says his hit points is 3 of 16, but on my character sheet it's 16 out of 16.
Huh.
Is it because, what about,
Here.
yep, that was why. It's a little green bubble thing.
Yeah,
Anyway, has part of the beach returned after a few days of calming down, or?
The beach has not returned. The beach is absolutely gone. But you notice something. That is the sun. As you're kind of going down, flying down, there's still clouds, there's still mist, but it seems like the sun is out and there's no rain and the ocean is calm.
Wouldn't the continual light be still going as well?
There is still a continual
my
light.
God.
Yes.
They just have
Is
to
that-
live with it now.
They do. That is funny.
I could dispel it, but I don't think I want to.
It's just there.
Yeah.
You
So
could just
there's-
go commit terrorism anywhere, just putting lights around and they couldn't do
Oh my
anything.
god. Just leave continual light
That's-
everywhere you go.
Oh geez, you guys are gonna come upon some like primitive race of people, and you're just gonna like totally like just like light them all up and like make them think they're crazy.
Just
You're
fuck with them.
literally gaslighting some people. I
Mhm.
can see it. I knew it's gonna happen. All right. So, Mike is like, so, what's the plan?
We're going to follow the cliff back a little more slowly and see if we can find him. If you can follow us as best you can, we'll try to be here following that cliff. We're kind of out in the open. We're kind of they can see us, right?
Who could
Can
see
we,
you?
like, fly
Like
where
if Mike were flying
boat?
alongside the cliff, maybe like 50 yards out, he could still see us if we were traversing the cliffs on
On
the
a
edge of the
day like
island.
today, yes.
Okay, that's the plan. That is the plan that she gives him.
Okay, so just to clarify, you want Mike to fly just out from the cliff while you are on at the same level, at cliff level, you want him to kind of fly.
Maybe a little higher than cliff
A
level.
little higher than cliff level so that he can see like a
Mhm.
little bit of the top of the jungle, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that way Mary can also be looking out to see if there's anything lower that we can't see. You see what I'm saying as well? So
Okay.
we've got eyes kind of in,
Got eyes in the skies.
eyes in the sky and eyes on us for as long as we can, for as long as we need to.
Okay. Okay. So that's the idea, and you're basically just going to start right from there and work your way back, right from where the
Right.
the beach would be, and work your way
hmm
back around
To see if we can
westward,
find,
basically.
yeah, this guy, yeah.
Okay.
Find this dwarf.
Gotcha. All right. So you begin to make your way around the cliff. So Mike drops you off on the cliff and says, "Well, I'll go about. Oh, doggy. I'll go about
Oh my
20
god!
yards up, and I'll follow along. See if I can see anything." And Mike instructs Mary on how to operate the explorer's uh, the
The
bottom
spyglass.
spotlight,
hmm
and he tells her that he's gonna try and fly high enough that he can get the spotlight into kind of the edge of the jungle, if that's possible. So that's
hmm
kind of what he's telling her to do. He's giving her instruction on that, and he kind of takes a little bit of altitude, just a bit, and is flying alongside the party. Now, obviously, we've got some additional party members, and some swap outs. So now we have Argyle. Is Argyle taking the first position kind of point?
Probably so.
What's Argyle's armor class?
Uh,
Real quick. Uh,
1.
and his hit points?
35.
5. Jeez. And what about Gothics?
What's my max HP? Are you asking?
What AC and yeah, and max HP, which should be current HP because he
Yeah.
hasn't done anything.
That up.
It's all on your combat tab.
Yeah, I thought so. It looks like I have an AC of 4 and then 16 HP.
Cool. Right. Dope. All right. Okay. So you've got a little bit of space. Let's see. Between the jungle and the cliff here, there's roughly like 15 to 20 feet between the cliff and where the jungle starts on this north side. How are you gonna like what's your plan going to be? Are you just gonna like haphazardly just walk along in between, or are you gonna have somebody kind of like toward the jungle? Like what's the plan? Explain to me how
Question.
you're gonna do this. Yes.
Why did we drop off over here this time? Was there any point to this, or could we have just directly gone to the human refugee camp, for example?
Because I
Well,
believe you're headed towards talking to the dwarf.
yeah, we're headed toward the dwarf first.
Okay.
And the dwarf, they told us that the dwarf was like pretty far out.
He's
Far out, man.
He's pretty far out, sure. Well, okay, just gotta clarify.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, let's do the arrangement as you were talking about previously.
Yeah. So how specifically do you kind of want to do that? Is somebody searching kind of, because you're kind of on the lookout for this dwarf's place.
Yeah, I say
How are you
we
looking?
may
Like
go
is
like 2 by 2. So 2 in the front, 1 nearer to the cliff, 1 nearer to the jungle, 2 middle, 2 back. Kind of really searching to see if we can find to see if we can find, where this guy actually might live.
okay. So again, when you, because like I said, there's like 15 to 20 feet. So somebody like right next to the jungle, like almost up against it, somebody even a little bit in the jungle, or no, like how much space in between you? And are you just gonna have like 2 by 2 by 2 and like going, or are you gonna have some other, because you're outside, so you can do like whatever you want. So I'm just trying to get an idea of exactly how you're gonna, you know, do this, and unless you're just gonna kind of just muddle along, wing it.
Did Ren, did you want to be in the trees? Because I felt like you did that last time.
I don't care as much this time. I know what's going on here.
Okay. Yeah, just like, you know, I'll go in the jungle because I feel more natural, and I'm like curious about the ecology being Guthix now.
Okay. Uh, Even just touching down the plant life, this flora, everything about this island, it's kind of alien to you, but you're still kind of feeling it because it's all natural and shit. And the jungle is wild. You're like, whoa. You kind of have an attraction to the jungle. Obviously, you're going to try and stay along with the party. How deep are you going to kind of be in the jungle, traveling along with everyone else?
I don't want to be too deep because, the jungle is thick and we could get split up easily. So maybe not farther than 10 feet into the jungle, just like kind of walking along its perimeter.
Okay. All right. And what about what about everybody else? So he's going to be in the jungle, um, within about 10 feet. Is anybody else going to be in or just super close to the jungle?
The mighty jungle.
Yes.
No one else? Okay.
No.
Argyle is going to be staying close to the middle so that he's more equidistant if there's an attack, if an attack comes from the jungle, he's that far away from the jungle as far as, or if something comes up the cliff, he's that far from the cliff. He's not one side or the other. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's kind of like in the middle so that he can take advantage of both if
Okay.
he needs to.
Okay.
That's how Argyle's going to.
All right. What about Anya?
Anya's actually going to be much closer to the cliff side, kind of close to the cliffs, kind of looking, stopping, looking down, trying to. Plus, she's also got tracking, so she's going to see if she can try to use tracking to see if she can help to find where this dwarf might be.
Okay. And what about Thwar? Towards jungle, towards cliff, also towards the front of the party or towards the back of the party? Or middle ground?
Yeah. Middle ground-ish. I'll be closer to the cliff side, though.
Okay. So up, kind of paying more attention to the cliff side then, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And let's see. What about Urumbi?
Yes.
Yes. Where is he in relation to everyone else? In relation to the cliff? In relation to the jungle?
He is following everyone.
So towards the rear?
Yes.
Jungle, more to the towards the jungle or more towards the cliff side?
Towards the jungle.
Jungle. All right. And then what about Ren? Your boy Ren.
He'll just stick with the main group.
But is he more towards jungle side, more towards the cliff side?
Equidistant.
Okay. And kind of forward in the party, back in the party, middle of the party?
Back for sure.
Back, okay. All right. So you're moving along, and
Okay, I don't know what you people were talking about. It's not that bad out here.
yeah, right. All right. So you continue to move along, and finally,
Anya is. Or does she even need to roll it?
Guthix feels like he sees something up ahead in the jungle. Something
Wow,
that wouldn't normally belong there.
that dwarf is very architectural. Look at the stylistic architecture of that thing.
Wait, what?
The stylistic architecture of
The
that
stylistic
house.
architecture of the building,
Yes.
of the walls.
Yeah.
It's like is this like the Frank Lloyd Wright
It's
of
the Frank Lloyd Wright of dwarves. Well, all dwarves are like the Frank Lloyd Wright of, and humans or any species or whatever. So, the dwarves are like, there's like multiple terraces and like water fountains and
yeah.
shit. Like,
Hey
Cameron's
guys,
digging this.
I do. I think I see something up ahead. Kind of looks structural. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks like it does not belong in the jungle.
I'm gonna wave Mike over a little bit within, I guess, speaking range because I know that he can speak to us through the ship.
Okay. Mike has already kind of been alerted to this thing, and he is shining a light on it, or he is instructing Mary, in fact, to shine a light on it. Is she doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
Mary will shine the light on on this structure.
So yeah, Mike is kind of hovering just above and over, and they kind of have a light shined on this what looks to be some sort of structure in the jungle, but kind of near the cliff.
We should approach cautiously.
Like it's
I'm
within
sure
50
that-
feet of the cliff.
I'm
Within
sure
50
that
feet of the cliff.
we're not sure whether or not he's aware of us. Although with that light, you never know.
Yeah, he probably will be.
He is now.
Yeah. So let's get on in there.
Are you the people that put that light up there? You motherfucker! he's just angry, just starts killing immediately.
Maybe we leave that detail out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't know what that is. Weird.
Yeah. So so what are you doing? You can kind of see the structure back in the woods or back in
Isn't
the
his name
jungle.
Kurogan?
It's in the chat. Corundum.
Corundon.
Coromblon.
So Anya's going to call out, Corundon!
She doesn't get a response.
Okay. So, does anyone want to follow me deeper into the jungle to get a closer look?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're going in.
Okay. So you're gonna head a little bit deeper into the jungle, and once you get within about 10 feet, you can see there's some kind of structure in here.
Is it
It's
like
not
a house?
it looks kind of like a compound.
Does
It
there
doesn't
seem to
look
be a
it
door or a gate?
doesn't look like anything that you've ever seen like on this island, but it looks like
Does it look like something we might have seen on the mainland?
Yeah, like it looks like a kind of like a log cabin. It looks
Ah.
like he like built like basically like got some some trees that were long enough and he built himself. Yeah, it's like a log cabin, and there is a door here on this side here on this face over here. So you're kind of like you can actually see the door.
I guess we ought to walk up and knock.
What the fuck just happened?
Huh?
My other screen is glitching out. Discord is. What the?
I don't know. We can see and hear you fine though. Weird.
Okay, maybe it's not so important.
Okay. So who is anybody going to like approach the door? Yes. Yes. Okay. So
Yeah.
you guys go up, and Anya and Guthix together standing in front of the door. Is everybody else kind of,
Following behind,
following in behind? Yes.
Yes.
I'm assuming that's the case.
Rumby.
Why can't I pick up Rumby?
Governor.
Oh, here. That's why.
Have you seen him?
I was in the wrong mode. All right, so everybody kind of gets in behind, and Anya and Guthix are standing there at the front door of this kind of weird looking log cabin.
So Anya will knock on the door.
So you knock on the door. Do you give it like just like 3 good raps, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's there?
Corundon?
That is me.
We're here from the Empire.
Huh.
Took you long enough.
From the Empire.
Yes.
Huh.
May
Sound-
we come in?
Yeah. He like opens the door, and you see this dwarf that just looks like fucking run down. Just looks old and like older than like you thought that he was gonna look. Surprisingly old, and he's like, the Empire. Come in.
I
And
guess
he,
we're all gonna go in.
And yeah, you see he has just he's got just this one little room here, and there's not much space. He's got like a little bed and a little table, and he sits on his bed, and you kind of crowd into his little house. There is
This
another
is-
door.
I was gonna say, is this his murder room back here?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You know it. There is another door, and obviously you notice there's like a little extra part on the house, but he sits on his bed, and he's just like, everybody just kind of does. Everybody go in the house, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of crowd into his house. He sits on his bed, and he says, "The Empire, huh?
Yes.
How?"
Well, there have been advancements. We're able to get this far out now.
Does that mean you can go home?
Well, it's not quite that simple, but we are not restricted to traveling just to this island.
It's not that simple, but we're not just restricted to traveling on this island. Sounds like the Empire.
We're here because Zegan told us about you.
Who?
Zegan, the leader of the human party, from
Oh.
your ship.
Huh.
The descendants from your ship.
Yeah. All right.
We had questions about that. Our captain has questions for you as well. How long ago were you shipwrecked? I don't know if that was supposed to sound like that, or if you were actually trying to say something.
No, that was supposed to sound like that. He made that noise.
Okay.
He kind of waved his hand when he said it too. He was kind of like he's like waving at you to stop talking, basically. He says, "No, not here. Your captain wants to ask me questions. Well then, I want to come to your boat."
Well,
Well,
Don't see why not.
I think that would be appropriate.
do you now?
Yes.
I think that would be appropriate as well.
This guy has not had has not had any contact with anybody.
Yeah, he's
in
like
his
the
long fucking
saltiest,
time.
like surliest dwarf that has ever dwarfed, for sure.
Argyle, in Argyle's mind, he's like, I don't want this guy rubbing his spirit on me.
Yeah. And he just looks like he's like short. He's like run down. He's just miserable. He just does not look happy. I mean, he's been living in a jungle. So.
Mhm.
Get him a little freshen up.
Are you ready to go now?
Oh, no, I have to pack. Let's go. And he kind of just stands up, and it's like you can hear his old dwarvy bones creak like stone. And he's like, I'm not gonna have to walk, am I?
Not very
On
far.
the cliff.
Not very far. I promise.
So he follows you outside of his house
Mhm.
and out to the few paces out of the jungle and into light of the ship. Says,
I wave the ship in.
what in all the hells is that?
That's our. Well, that's not the big boat, but it is the boat that's going to take us to the big boat. It will be okay. You have my word. I know she's an elf giving her word to a dwarf.
Well, die here, die in the air, dying anyway. Let's go.
All right. I have no idea what he just said, actually. Yeah.
It's fine.
So I guess when Mike gets over, I guess we're gonna board.
So
Or
you
we'll
were gonna
find the most
wave,
appropriate spot. Yeah, I waved.
Mike
Yeah,
over.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So Mike pilots the boat over and kind of hovers down towards the edge of the cliff and right there, and is just kind of essentially like hanging out like right there.
I guess we'll as soon as the door opens, I guess Mary will go up and open the door, and
we taking on another passenger?
for now, we're taking him back to the captain.
Is that a good idea?
It's just one guy.
All right. The dwarves like kind of like bobbing around and like looking around. He's like,
Here, sit here.
where are you gonna have here?
Huh?
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Here's the explorer right there. Where are you gonna have him sit?
Probably not next to a window. Are there like straps, or did they even think about straps?
Straps?
We don't need no stinking strap.
No, there are no straps.
All right. Well, I guess
No no straps to strap you into your death, possibly.
We're gonna sit him down, and I'll make sure that Argyle sits next to him.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll all just sit down and.
So yeah, you pile in there and you make your way back up to the Destiny. And this dwarf is he can't believe what he's seeing, but he's also really nervous because you're like up in the sky. And he's like, how?
I told you, there have been advancements.
All right. Take me to your captain then.
Take me to your leader.
Thought just appears in Thor's head as we're walking him up. Hey guys, what if he was the one in the tree? What if he caused that tree illusion?
You think so?
Can you sense it?
No. I'll look at Corundon. Are you a tree?
Are you an island?
Are you an island?
Are you daft? Do I look like a tree? I've had my fill. Fucking trees.
Well, it's a good thing we're gonna take you on a boat where you're not gonna see stone for the next 50 years.
So, you take this dwarf, Corundon, onto the Destiny, and when he gets onto the Destiny, he makes a formal request to see the captain. And Corundon goes to have conference with the captain, Captain Nova.
Do any of us go with him?
No.
Why wouldn't we?
When Corundon got onto the ship, he made some sort of formal declaration that you weren't totally familiar with. And the first officer took him immediately in to see the captain. You're not really military or naval. You don't have the background, but he made
Oh no.
some sort of a declaration. And
Dude's a goddamn Grand Admiral Corundon, and is now the and now as in now now is in charge of our boat.
so the the first officer, Commander Callis, she tells you go wait on deck, on the observation deck. It may be a while.
Okay. A while passes.
So you go and wait, and after about 20 minutes, the captain comes up onto the deck, and He says,
You're all off the boat for bringing that bull fucking asshole.
He says, the dwarf requested asylum.
Asylum? From what?
From this cursed island. And with all the knowledge that I had to grant it to him. He doesn't really want to provide us any more information, but he's provided me enough to understand that, yes, he was on this voyage. I was able to chart exactly which one.
What about the other humans?
We need to get in contact with them.
Can we take the ship around? I'm asking out. Can we take the ship around to get close?
With how unstable the landmass is, I'm not comfortable getting the ship that close. Also, if everything that you've told me is true, I'm still concerned about whatever it was that you encountered below the tree.
How many people were there, did we see?
There could have been 50. A decent amount.
It would take a little bit of time, but we could evacuate them if we used all 3 ships.
It's true, but we have to get in contact with them first. The way you described it, they were hiding, moving around from the elves on the island.
Yes.
Well, Corundon is here, and he's staying. Will you go
He's
back?
staying.
Huh?
He's staying.
Yes, as I said, he's made a formal declaration. I feel like I've been compelled to grant it based on his status.
What is his status, by the way?
Well, he is missing in action on a cause, a voyage that was for the Empire. So, in fact, all of these humans here on this island, I believe that they would qualify too, though it will make things tight on the ship. But
I suppose that's okay.
Perhaps we'll find another land that's more hospitable to this one. There are options, but we have to find those people first. Will you go back out?
We can.
Yeah.
We can look for them. We can start in the last known place. Mike,
Yeah?
how do you feel about flying over the island instead of around it?
Might be a little bit more tricky, but yeah, I think I could do it. When you're ready,
Excellent.
move your team out.
Okay.
10:30. Yeah.
Report to me with the results, and good luck.
Sounds like a plan.
And
Let's get back out there.
is it time, fellas? Is it Jay? Are we? It's like 10:30.
Yeah. outside stuff.
I was feeling like that might be a good place to stop there with you guys going back down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, cool guys. Anybody that made it to the end with us, thank you for watching.
Taco Tuesday 7313 is here, apparently.
I'm
Did you say Taco Boy?
I'm having
Taco
Taco
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I had Taco Monday yesterday.
I ate way too many tacos.
Yeah, look, I still have one left.
It's getting more expensive to go to Taco Tuesday at Taco Bell.
Yeah, it is
I guess-
getting more expensive.
Prices have been like, I used to get like way like a ton of food there, and it was like $12. Now it's just like 16.
Yeah, and she had to go to a different Taco Bell because the close Taco Bell, or like the one that was like close to like where she was going, was closed for some reason. So she had to
Yeah.
go to like another Taco Bell, and I got these tacos, but that Taco Bell's probably the better one anyway. So
No, I got I didn't go to Taco Bell. I went to Mezzo's and had Taco Mondays with tacos and margaritas.
Taco Monday.
Taco Monday.
Sweet deal, guys. Well,
Yeah.
good game, everybody.
Good game.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Catch you all next week.
Hey, don't forget, we're going to be on YouTube. We're going to be restreaming this on YouTube. If you're listening on YouTube, come back next Tuesday at 7:30 to Twitch.
Yeah.
Listen up.
Or the repost will be on YouTube. All that stuff. So cool. I'm
Find
gonna
us
go
on
ahead and
Instagram, all that
yeah,
kind of cool stuff.
social medias.
Find us. Hey, Elon Musk is on Twitter, and so are we.
True.
That's
That's right.
weird,
True,
funny
true.
world.
And with that,
Yeah.
the stream
All
is
right.
done.